Hey yo, what's up everybody? It's in JJ. Today we're coming back with a video talking about crypto.com, and of course I would say that this is all on my own speculation and of course some warnings that I want to give you guys before shit hits the ceiling, like what happened on FTX, what happened on Celsius, and every kind of insolvency, bankruptcy that's happening on the cryptocurrency space. And of course I would say introduction itself, this video itself is not financial advice, but of course I would say some of the stuff that I'm going to link it down below is to support the channel. And of course I do have a Patreon page down on the link section. If you want to support the channel, feel free to visit the Patreon page, and of course from there you guys can help me out with my channel itself. So before we get started, if you have not subscribed to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on post notification, and leave a thumbs up to this video. And of course, without further ado, we are going to look at the previous recap that is happening on crypto.com. And over here, we can see that my YouTube analytics itself, 28 days itself, I'm only earning $9.88. So I would say to help me support the channel itself, the best thing you can do is just smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notification to my videos. And of course over here I made two videos talking about FTX, and of course the first news itself is speculation. If let's say FTX is it bankruptcy, on the verge of bankruptcy / insolvent, and of course or Binance is just covering up something. But of course later the day itself, Binance just basically announced that they're going to acquire FTX because FTX indeed face some liquidity crunch issue. And after that, from there, this over here is old news, I would say. So the latest news that is happening in the crypto space itself is basically crypto.com and of course other kind of exchanges out there. So I'm going to give you a little tip on this. And I already said this video is not a financial advice video itself, but of course this tip itself is definitely a financial advice. If you love money, you will basically own a hardware wallet or basically store your funds out of the exchange. So if you have any funds that is lying on the exchange and you're looking to go for a long-term strategy in crypto investing itself, I would say do not use the exchange as a cold storage / hot storage wallet that you can store your funds there. And of course from there you leave it basically you leave the faith and of course the privacy and security towards the company itself, because they control the private keys itself. And of course if let's say they decided to do something like FTX, Celsius or whatsoever, and your funds is in there, you are definitely losing out all of your money. So I would say the best way to basically store your cryptocurrency is to store it on a hardware wallet. And of course think about it, you're spending thousands, if not, if let's say you're freaking rich, you're spending millions over of dollars in cryptocurrency, you're buying up all of this kind of investment asset, this kind of commodity. And of course from there you might be thinking, oh, I just store in the exchange and after that everything will be fine. But when shit hits the ceiling, your millions of dollars can just turn into basically digital money that has no value, literally no value, because you can't withdraw it, you can't spend it, you can't do anything about it. So the best way itself is to spend $120 worth of your dollars in Ledger itself. You can just buy it, and after that from there you can send millions of dollars and store it on your hardware wallet, something like this. So over here, this is the hardware wallet that you can store your crypto on. And of course this has no limits, has no entity controlling your cryptocurrency. And after that, I mean by that, you can store anything you want, and after that from there everything is up to you to secure it. So for this hardware wallet itself, if you buy it, they're gonna give you a 24 keywords and a piece of paper. Please don't be a dumbass to basically write the 24 key words itself online. And of course if let's say you do that, you are literally basically telling yourself that please hack me. And of course I would say don't do that. And after that, without further ado, why crypto.com might crash. So over here, we're going to look at the price of crypto.com first, then we talk about the company. So over here, crypto.com itself is currently valued at basically 9 cents per token. And of course, you can see that they have a huge supply. And after that, without further ado, we're going to look at the price within 7 days itself. Crypto.com have basically crashed a little bit due to the market itself, not due to any news, but of course, the crypto market itself and FTX altogether, the whole crypto market has been declining. So doesn't matter. And of course, it has really declined to the bottom. I mean, this might be the current bottom, but of course, we never know what will happen after 24 hours. So over here, why it might be crashing itself? Because if let's say you're following the crypto space itself, crypto Twitter, there's a lot of people talking about like Binance CZ itself. CZ Binance has announced that they're gonna do this thing of proof of reserves / proof of assets to the public itself, to basically tell people that okay, your money is with us, and after that we currently have this amount of basically assets that is holding onto our wallet, so you can somehow rest assured that our assets itself, you can see this over here, this picture just tells it all. Basically the proof itself, they're gonna lock up their funds and everything because we do not know where is their funds. So they're gonna tell it to the users, hey, you can trust me on that. And after that, from there, we need the clients itself need some sort of proof that you really have these assets. And of course, when I want to withdraw, when everybody want to withdraw the cryptocurrency in the exchange, they were able to get their money back. And of course, from there, they started off with this proofs of reserve, and after that, from there, the molecule tree and everything. So there's a lot of terminology behind it. So over here, we can see Crypto.com itself has not published their list of assets itself. You can read properly over here. This is Crypto.com will publish a list of cold wallet address and balances for major assets within 24 hours, full transparency. But to be honest, this is not the proof of reserve that I'm looking at, because a proof of reserve itself is basically telling us about your finances, basically your hot wallet, cold wallet, whatever funds you have, to list it down on a piece of paper and a piece of block. And after that, from there, tell people that this is your reserves. And after that, from there, people can rest assured. But of course, over here on Crypto.com, they are just only going to publish the list of cold wallets, address, and balances for major assets within 24 hours. Not all of their assets. So you can, by looking at this tweet itself, I feel there is something wrong with Crypto.com. But of course, I'm not spreading FUD or whatsoever uncertainty. But of course, you can see that this over here is really a warning for you guys to basically take note of your funds. If let's say you have major funds with Crypto.com, or let's say you have something stake with Crypto.com whatsoever, whatever is stake itself, if let's say shit happen, you're gonna lose everything, because unstaking takes time. And after that, from there, if you have your liquid assets that is there that can be withdrawn or whatsoever, I appreciate you to basically head over, rush it down to Crypto.com to withdraw all of your assets before shit hits the ceiling after 24 hours. So over here you can see within 24 hours, full transparency. So if let's say by 24 hours itself, they might be able to publish this list of cold wallets or whatsoever. And of course, people might not be like panicking to withdraw and everything. If let's say everybody started after 24 hours of this tweet itself, they did not basically do this withdrawal itself, shit is gonna happen. And after that, from there, I would say that we're gonna basically talk about some tweets on Crypto.com, and after we're gonna scroll it, and after I'm gonna explain it through the scrolling. So via the tweets itself, you can see Chris, basically the CEO, said, okay, Crypto.com is fine and everything. And after that, from there, they will comply with this proof of reserves. And after that, from there, by complying itself, CZ mentioned that the proof of reserves have to be basically whatever the exchange has in their asset itself. So basically, like laying out everything that you have, and after that, transparency 100%. But over here, we can see this just to publish the list of cold storage address, a balance for major assets within 24 hours, not their full assets. So this is one of the note itself. So here I already tweeted, this is stating that you have 24 hours to withdraw. If shit hits the ceiling itself, this is it. There's no more chance to withdraw. So this is just my personal tweet towards them. And after that, from there, it's just speculation. But of course, with the recent event on FTX, and after many other stuff that's happened previously, you can't withdraw your funds, this and that. And I would say, don't take chances about this, because Crypto.com itself has some, I would say they accelerate their growth itself very fast, exponentially. And after that, from there, I would say there might be some shit going on. And of course, they might be secretly insolvent. But of course, over here, we can see only the bear hunter Azov itself have tweeted something that is quite interesting. Over here, you can see the exchange sovereignty list 12 exchanges. What you can see is their total balance, the portfolio top 3 holdings, the profit and loss, the PNL of this, and after that, their latest transaction. So over here, we can see this over here might not be 100% accurate, but of course, this is just some of the analysis done by this Donnie itself. So we can see Binance itself is quite profitable, 3.1 billion. This over here is just a number. We do not know the exact number, but this is just an aggregation, I would say. And after that, if you scroll down itself on FTX itself, we can see they have approximately lost 1.6 billion. And of course, from the news outlet out there, we know that SBF itself has already FTX itself and SBF, they are doing this thing together. Yes, he's the CEO. And after that, from there, from the recent news itself, starting when the news hit itself, people are wondering how much they need to basically stay solvent and after that stay out of bankruptcy. So what happened itself was the news told people that, okay, they might be looking at $1 to $2 billion of bailout. And after that, from there, okay, 1.2 billion is fine. I mean, Binance can accept it, but of course, Binance did not accept their deal itself. And of course, from later on, people has pretty leak out some of the media telling people that SBF itself has been seeking for 5 billions in loan or whatsoever to raise liquidity for the exchange. So 5 billion itself, never mind. And after that, the latest news itself, from what I saw, is basically they are saying the FTX in debt of $9 billion. So $9 freaking billion. How is anyone gonna bail them out? And after that, from there, we can see that Crypto.com itself is not really insolvent or whatsoever, but we do not know. So from there, I would like to highlight itself, their total balance itself is 2 billions. Is it 2 billion? I mean, there's too many numbers. It looks like a 2 billion. And after that, from there, their top portfolio holding itself, so CRO, their own native token. And I would say this is shit. And I'm going to basically do some fact checks with you later on. And after that, some Shiba Inu, some meme token out there, they are holding majority of it because it was during that time itself, it was the most accessible crypto exchange to buy Shiba Inu, and after that buy into the hype. And of course, from there, the profit and loss, you can see, oh my god, they are in 13 billion profit. And after that, from there, these numbers over here, I already said it is not accurate. It's just an aggregation. And of course, we do not know how did he like calculate this billion profits itself. So I would say this over here, just take it as a pinch of salt. But of course, they already said within 24 hours, they're going to publish something. And of course, within this 24 hours itself, if it was not published itself, we can see shit's going to happen. And after that, we are going to basically face another type of crisis. And the crypto market might just crash again. So some facts check with you guys on crypto.com spending. Alright, so over here we can see some fact checks about ForexDex Asia itself. So when Crypto.com launched their platform itself, we know that they bought this domain Crypto.com for millions of dollars. I mean, it's a startup, and after that, it just done its ICO, and it spent millions of dollars to buy the domain itself. So okay, they used the money from the ICO itself, and they managed to sustain. So never mind. So over here you can see the domain itself. The domain seller valued the domain at 5 to 10 million. So over here, I don't know how much did they pay, but of course, I believe it in the billions. And after that, from there, just for a domain name crypto.com. And after that, over here, we can check the next stuff itself, the Wikipedia. So crypto.com itself, the history itself, we can see the products. Basically, they are just an app, an exchange to basically buy, sell stuff, cryptocurrency. And of course, from there, you can see crypto.com in 2021, crypto.com partner with Time to accept cryptocurrency for the subscription. So over here, they might have some income. And of course, they partnered with Shopify to allow their business to use the e-commerce platform to accept cryptocurrency. So these are all money generating revenue partnerships. And after that, from there, the promotional activities itself, they have signed the actor Matt Damon Diamond, and after that, from there, to serve as the crypto.com brand ambassador in October 2021. And after that, from that, November 2021, they basically bought down an arena for almost 700 million US dollar to basically, it's a 20-year deal reported to be valued at 700 million dollars. And after that, from there, to be honest, which startup / company will have this liquid of amount to basically buy an arena? So I would say this is just one of the things you can take note of. Other than that itself, we know that this brand ambassador itself does not come for free, so they definitely paid some money. So over here, I want to search how much is the arena. Arena itself is 700 million, already said. And after that, from there, you can see that Crypto.com has announced their official title partner with the Formula One with Aston Martin. And after that, from Martin Aston. And after that, from there, we can see, I just searched how much do sponsors pay in F1, like to pay for the sponsorship itself. So over here, smaller business usually pay 500k to 750k, while larger corporates may spend several millions of dollars per year in support of their F1 sponsorship. So over here, we can see that Crypto.com itself, they partner with whichever company is this. If I'm not wrong, it's Martin Aston or something like that, to basically do their F1 itself. So they already spent like millions towards $1 billion onto this type of sponsorships, and after that, this kind of stuff to do with marketing. And after that, from there, we can see that over here, how much did Crypto.com hire Damien Matt itself. So over here, the company spent 100 million to produce the Damien-led series of ads, which will also feature the NBA star. So here you can see they already spent like millions of dollars doing the YouTube video or the Fortune Favors the Brave and everything. So over here we can see that this is all money being spent. And after that, from there, I would say that there is some scary thing that is ongoing, because if we head back to this post itself, they say the total balance, the top holdings of CRO itself, yes, it's 600 million as of today's time. So over here we know that they hold majority of the CRO, and of course we remember that FTX also hold majority of FTT tokens. And what did they do to basically take out loans and everything? They use their FTT token, the FTX token, their native token that is printed out of thin air, and after that, from there, they use it as collateral to loan stuff and of course to borrow money here and there. So over here, for the scary situation right now, is basically their top holdings itself is CRO. So if the price of CRO crashes down, I don't know, crashes down to like 1 cent or something like that, whatever amount that they have over here is going to crash down as well. And of course, from that, if CRO itself, they use their Crypto.com, they use their CRO as collateral to basically loan some money for this for the start itself. We can see they loan money for the arena. Definitely no no sane billionaire or rich person out there will buy a freaking arena for $700 million in full cash, and after that, even though you have the cash, you will not fucking do it, because you will basically have more, you will know how to use 700 million to basically make more money, and of course from there it will pay by itself. So over here, if let's say they use CRO to pay to have a collateral slash loan for this $700 million blockbuster arena itself, we can see shit's going down if let's say the price of CRO start dipping. And of course the second thing to take note itself is basically, if let's say after 24 hours, over here, after 24 hours, if he released this major assets of proof of reserve itself, if let's say the public is not happy with the numbers over there, I mean, everybody is going to start withdrawing and testing whatever it is. Like FTX itself, FTX faced like $5.6 billion of outgoing transaction during a single day itself. So this impacted them a lot, and after that, from there, they do not have all of the funds to basically pay out. So over here, whatever you deposit in, and after that, when you withdraw itself, it can't cover the withdrawal. So shit happened, and that's why the FTX exchange froze their withdrawal. And of course, for Crypto.com itself, we are facing some issue of withdrawing itself. So personally, I own some Crypto.com token, the CRO token, and what I did with my token, I'm gonna share it with you. So over here, I've done like a tweet over here talking about Crypto.com. I have tried withdrawing it. Yes, it was processed. The withdrawal works, still working. And after that, from there, they say they will do a proof of reserve access within 24 hours. And after that, if let's say they are unable to do it, and after that, all of the users start withdrawing itself, we're gonna face some shitty issues over here. And of course, if you scroll down itself, I already said I already done like some threads on Twitter itself telling you FTX owned the arena using the customer monies, and of course donated to the public to the policy politic campaign. And after that, from there, you can see Crypto.com owns F1, and after that, from there, owns sports team, basically sponsorship, and after that, from there, basically burns tons of money while growing. And of course, from there, you just do the math itself. You just look at it, it's just a startup. How did it generate so much money? And after that, from there, is that profits that they are using, or liabilities that they borrowed money to do this, and after that, from there, to expand the brand. And of course, secondly itself, you can see FTX itself that is backed by big players, but Crypto.com, unsure. There's no public news of them like fundraising or whatsoever. So over here, for this trade itself, I already explained to you what I'm going to do with my token itself. Basically, I have withdrawn my tokens onto KuCoin, and after that, from there, did some selling. So over here, I've sold all, not all, but of course almost half of my CRO token that is available in liquid cash that is not staked. So I have another 50k, if I'm not wrong, that is stuck. So over here, I have around like 50k worth of this CRO that is stuck on their native chain staking. So over here, this is $5,000, which I have already lost too much. And of course, I do not wish to lose this amount. But of course, I would say, let's say if they are unable to process withdraw or proof of access within 24 hours, this value over here will just go to a few $100s. To be assured, I'm gonna guarantee you that if let's say they are unable to provide the proof of reserve, and people are unhappy about it and try to test their platform, everybody start withdrawing. I mean, yeah, basically this amount itself will go on to $100. And of course, I believe on app itself, they also have some staking platform. And if let's say you are on the crypto earn or whatsoever itself, I would say sorry for your loss in advance. And of course, not spreading FUD or whatsoever, it's just some of the math that is there. And after that, some logical ways. Yes, they are definitely a money generating company itself. If they do it for the long run, yes, definitely they will see a huge influx of money. But of course, if let's say they spend a lot of money in stupid shit itself to basically, I mean, it's not stupid shit, but it's marketing. But if you spend overly on marketing itself, I mean, like, where do you get money if let's say everybody decided to draw? That's the fact. And after that, from there, where do they get the money from? Maybe sponsorship, some deals, and of course from there, I believe all these kind of small deals itself, you can't really make up for whatever marketing tricks that you are going to basically spend on. They spend, I would say, hundreds of millions on marketing, or even $1 billion. And after that, from there, buy the arena and stuff like this, it's already 700 million. And of course, what I done with it itself is I sell it to US Tether. And of course, from there, I also heard a news that KuCoin itself might be insolvent. So over here, I have already done withdrawals on my KuCoin exchange. And after that, from there, I would say most of the exchange out there, this Donnie has posted is telling you that the profit that is on the exchange itself. And after that, from there, we can see that if let's say you see a loss of millions of dollars, you might want to worry about that. And after that, from there, I would say, yeah, just don't store any funds in the exchange if you are going to hold for long term, and of course only put the funds in exchange if you only want to trade. So over here I would say what should you do, and after that from there on your crypto.com. So over here I would say that okay. So over here I would say I am here to basically tell you as a friend, as a crypto influencer if you want to call me that, but of course I would say definitely they sponsored the channel previously, not really sponsored, but of course did some affiliate marketing with them, and of course they given me some payouts and after that stuff like this. So I would say that I'm not gonna be biased and of course from there bullish about them, but I'm just gonna give you a cold hard facts in the crypto space itself. Most of the exchange out there, yes, I'm gonna post the link down below, Haru Invest or Flynn Finance or whatsoever platform that you can generate passive income, buy sell cryptocurrency. But over here I would say if let's say you're looking to hold your crypto for a long term itself, definitely whatever crypto that you have lying on the exchanges itself, just withdraw it. Don't put it on the exchange because you can't really trust them, and of course these numbers over here is not solid. And of course I would say you never know what is their accounting books looking like. I mean, like they might be in the negative zone, and after that from there they have some bailout, some big daddies behind them to basically pour money to basically keep them sustained. But if let's say they do not have those big daddy or whatsoever, they are basically near to insolvency, and after that they are just praying nobody, all of their users itself don't start withdrawing together. If let's say everybody start withdrawing together on the platform, they are going down for sure. So over here I would say if let's say you heard this video itself or read about this video somewhere, I would say just withdraw your money, and after that whatever is there that is available to withdraw, just withdraw it. Spend a little bit of fee, $2-3 doesn't matter. And of course if you have like thousands of hundreds of over thousands or even in millions of dollars that is lying around in the exchange or whatsoever, just spend a freaking $120 to buy a ledger, and after that from there just store it in your crypto hardware wallet, and of course from there you can preserve your wealth. And of course if let's say you do not have time to read the news or whatsoever, you're just buying and going from time to time, don't freaking put it in a crypto exchange, because if you're gonna do that, I mean you can just buy it, you can do a repeat of monthly buying, but every time you buy after a 3-month or 2-month, just withdraw the funds out into your hardware wallet, pay a little bit of fees. Yes, it might affect your basically the withdrawal fees might affect your portfolio in total itself, but doesn't really matter because in the long run itself the profits can cover the withdrawal fees. And after I would say rather than losing the whole bunch of money that is stuck in the exchange, can't draw, and after that can't be withdrawn, can't be touched or whatsoever, so do not do that. And after that I would say if you really like the video, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on post notification, and leave a thumbs up to this video, and of course share it with your friends and family who are in the crypto space or basically crypto.com. I believe a lot of newbies are using crypto.com because it was marketed as the easiest crypto exchange to in out your fiat, and of course yes indeed it is, but of course there is, I mean, not farting on them or whatsoever. Just do your own due diligence and research, and it's your money itself. I would say you really want to preserve them well, use a crypto hardware wallet. And I've come to the end of the video, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye bye.